classrooms.
Bells or club information will be coming to you soon on this broadcast, so stay tuned. Clubs do not begin until September.
This Thursday evening, beginning at 6:30, ending at 8, is our back-to-school night for parents to meet your teachers. Please remind your parents to plan on coming as they follow your schedule.
Be sure to use the skills and knowledge you gained last week as you start your classwork for the year. Remember to make good choices and make the most of your time here at Belzer.
Just a reminder to all students that you should be trying to figure out your routes to get to your classes on time. Tardies will be put into place soon.
This day in history, in 1974, Richard Nixon resigns as U.S. President, and Vice President Gerald Ford swears oath of office to take his place as the 38th U.S. President.
Our celebrity birthday is Anna Kendrick, who is turning 32. She is the actress who is best known for her role in the Twilight Saga. She also was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress in 2009 film Up in the Air.
The quote of the day is from Anne Frank, who once said, "I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains." Work hard today, Bruins.
Now to Mr. Harsha for the rest of your morning announcements. Have a great day, Bruins.
Good morning, Bruins. 1, 2, 3, 4 quick announcements this morning. Please pay attention so that you are informed. Number one, tardies will be tracked starting today, as in starting right now. When this bell rings at the end of college prep, you will have 5 minutes to get to your first period class, and you will need to make sure that you get there within those 5 minutes. We will begin tracking tardies, and I have asked teachers that when the bell rings, if students are not in their classroom, that they close the door and let the students know to go get a tardy pass. Now, there will be teachers, administrators, people available to help give you that tardy pass, and those tardy passes can be either gotten from a teacher that might be out in the hallway that has one of our mobile printers. You can also go to student services, and you can also go to the main office. So whichever of those locations is closest to where your classroom is, you want to get there, get your tardy pass, and go right back to class. Our goal is to get you that pass as soon as we can and get you right back into class. Again, to avoid the struggle of wasting more class time, coming into class late, causing that commotion, please make every effort to get to class on time. Now, although I want you moving to class with a sense of urgency, I want to make it very clear that running in the hallways is never, ever, ever appropriate here at school. There are far too many students that are trying to move around and get from one place to another, and running is not only dangerous for you, the runner, but also for people who are walking down the hallway as they're supposed to. So I want to make sure everybody knows you can walk quickly, walk with a purpose. I would encourage you, if your friends are standing around and talking in the hallway, ask them to walk and talk, because you've got to get your way to class. Please make sure you understand that. The tardy policy has been communicated. We'll push that out to you again, and that is in our handbook. You can check it out online. You do get a couple warnings with your first couple tardies, and then we have to start putting in our consequences. So please make sure that you are getting to class on time starting today. Number two, laptop deployment. Students in the 8th grade will be receiving their Chromebooks today. 7th graders will be receiving their Chromebooks tomorrow through your social studies class. So please understand that you will not get your Chromebook until you have turned in that piece of paper signed by you and your parent stating that you are accountable for those devices. If you don't have that paper today, understand that you will not get a device. So you need to get that paper home, you need to get it signed by a parent, you need to get it turned in, and we'll try to make sure we get you your device by the end of the week. I also want students and teachers to know that that laptop is going to be given to you today, and at the end of the day in 7th period, you will plug that device into your cart that the teacher will have in their room, and it will stay at school. 7th and 8th graders both. The laptop can be picked up in the morning from college prep and returned at the end of the day, 7th period, but the devices are not to go home. Teachers, please understand we are not permitting devices to go home just yet. We will get there, but not yet. So please collect them at the end of the day today and tomorrow. Keep them secured in the cart until we give you the green light for students to start taking those home. Next, IDs. A lot of talk about IDs. I've been encouraging students and teachers both to be held accountable for those IDs, and I know there are many of you out there that don't have one. So teachers in college prep, today is the last day to go on that Google form that Mr. Bergman sent out and put in any student in your college prep that does not have an ID. Our counselors are working very hard to give the students that we have IDs for out, and the other ones we need to get ordered from LifeTouch. We'll get on that as soon as we can, but today has got to be the last day. You've got to make time to get in there and put students in college, in the Google Doc during college prep if they don't have an ID. Last, tomorrow, as they mentioned, our anchors mentioned, is our back to school night. Tomorrow at this time during college prep, you will fill out a half sheet of paper that has your schedule on it. I will encourage all of you to take that home and ask your parents to please come to back to school night. We would love to invite them in the building, give them a chance to check your schedule and meet your teachers, and that event begins promptly at 6:30. That is the last announcement I've got. Let's make it a great Wednesday.